Well, as I was walking around the room and again asking you why you chose this particular session, for those of you who had a comment specifically around inclusive data, what came up most often is, how do we engage that Gen X, Gen Y membership group? What do we do to connect with them? So in gathering that inclusive data, one of the things that you might think about asking is the format of your meetings. Because we know that for some Gen Y in particular, sitting and listening to somebody talk like we are right now is not exactly what engages them most. And one of the things that many of us do, I know I do in my own sessions, is although in your conference, in the beginning of the conference or the beginning of any of the big general sessions, usually someone will say, and just as a reminder, please turn off your cell phones or put them on stun, right? And what we do as baby boomers, when we suggest that, is we essentially are saying it's not okay for you to touch your cell phone while you're in session. Sort of like a teacher. Doesn't go over really big with Gen Y. So what I do in my sessions is take out your cell phones. Yes, please do put them on silent. But I hope that you're taking notes. And so it's totally okay for you to take your cell phone out and take notes, or you might want to tweet something. Go right ahead and do it. Now, this does two things. Number one, it shows them that I recognize what their need is. And number two, yeah, some of them are going to be doing email, but adults are going to do what adults are going to do anyway. So rather than make them feel guilty about it, make it okay. So it's those kinds of things that you won't know to even begin to do with your members in your meetings unless you have started connecting and engaging with them. One of the things we realized in one of those meetings is we did not have a Twitter feed throughout the meeting. And there were those of us that don't tweet that often that were thinking, from an adult learning perspective, that's going to be distracting to what they're learning. And what we realize is, oh, wait a minute, that's adult learning from like 20 years ago. What we now know is that Gen Y actually learns better when there's more activity going on. So that was a quick fix. The next time we had the meeting, we had a Twitter feed going on so people could see each other's comments, and that deepened the learning, and we could tell that by the comments they were making and the questions they were asking. So if you're going to bring them face to face, make sure you're not following the old model. Newt Gingrich actually said something that brings this idea together, and that is the difference between outreach and inclusion. Is outreach is when you have 5 white guys having a meeting and they call on you, and inclusion is when you're in the meeting, which inherently changes the whole tenor of the meeting. The way I like to think about that is when you are more inclusive in your data and then you become more inclusive with your members, those members that are now being engaged and included should not be guests at the table. They would be full-fledged members. Like, if you think of it like family members, if you're gonna have company come over, you treat the guests a little different than you treat the rest of the family. And you might treat them very nicely. However, family members know they can be authentically who they are. And that's the real depth of the message, which you can't get to if you're not gathering the data about the breadth of your members in the first place. As some of you are reaching out to increase the diversity within your organizations, then you can use the folks that you have now identified that represent some of the diverse teams that you want to get more engagement with and have them included in the discussion around the initiative. So what I'm thinking is, again, Gen Y, is to make sure that you have some people on your team as you are identifying what the plan is on rolling out whatever your initiative is, that you've got some Gen Y folks sitting around that table thinking about how do we use social media for this? Who can we involve in getting that social media segment out so that you involve them, because we know that players win games, teams win championships. And if we've got the right people on the team, then your initiatives are not as painful, because they're going to be painful to some people regardless of what it is, but they're not as painful, and more of your initiatives will be received with open arms because everybody feels represented in some way. Everybody feels that they had a voice in some way. So you've got this sort of sleeping lion among your champions. Use those champions for the good of themselves as also the good of the organization. So